I had a lot of opportunities. I played in my club competition. I also played at the Australian Senior Nationals with my under-19 team.
I played on Bring It Promotions Southeastern team.
Back in November, it was the Central American and Caribbean Games, and there were 3 games. We unfortunately, because of results, we couldn't go through the group stage.
The World Championship was in Scotland, so we played there, and then before that we came to America and we played at Loyola just to practice for our World Cup.
I got to play in Pula, Croatia, and Italy.
In the first game, I got subbed in like the 60th minute or so, and I got to play 30 minutes. And then the next 2 games, I could start. I had the first national team start against Venezuela, and then I had another start against Haiti.
For Juan and Ashton, it was an opportunity to represent their countries.
It's just an honor. Like, that's the dream. Every soccer player wants to play for their country. If not, your hopes are not big enough for you to, push yourself to some goal that you have, other than being a pro, I think your major goal is representing your country at an international level. So that's just amazing. That's a true honor, and I was so happy for it.
It's incredible. It's like a feeling like no other. To me, I don't know, I just feel like people put so much, I can't think of the word. They put so much confidence and everything in you, and you've just got to kind of go out there and show them what it means to be Australian. I think for our team, the team I was in, we tried to show a lot of how passionate we were for the game and how much grit and determination we have, and I think that was the main thing for us.
For Kelly, it was an opportunity to gain new experiences.
We played the Israeli national team, USA national team, which was a lot of fun. We played the Falconara team in Italy. Just maybe 7 or 8 different teams. I think San Marino was definitely my favorite. There was a bunch of castles and stuff, and you just got to walk around, and the view was beautiful, and there was sunflowers everywhere, and that was my favorite part. So whenever I see a sunflower now, I always think of Italy. It was so much different than I thought it was going to be. Well, they had the clothes hanging outside of their houses and everything, and everyone walked everywhere. And there was no stoplights, which I thought was really weird. They were all roundabouts, but I thought that was pretty cool.
Juan's summer plans of competing with the Costa Rican U23 team again were put on hold, but it opened up a new opportunity.
All the players are out of their teams, they're in vacations, sort of stuff, so there were probably like 30 guys training. And it's not that I train bad or anything, but it's just an international level. That's another level completely, so it was very hard for me I did my best and everything, and I felt like I should have gone on the trip, but you're not the one who decides, it's a coach always, and you have to respect their decisions and everything. You just have to keep working hard, and that's what the decision was, you're not going. But then, a day after, that was like a hit for me, like, hey, you're not going to this trip to France with us. The national team coach, the big guys, the major level, like, hey, you can train with us. So I was like, wow, it's kind of levels up a little bit. Mm-hmm. But I don't know, being training with guys that play in the Premier League, in the Spanish League, Portuguese League, it's big time.
Transitioning to the different styles of play and increased skill level was a challenge.
We play 2 completely different styles of lacrosse, and it's so evident, especially when you go to World Cup. The Americans, they're really sharp, and their stick skills are a lot different. Where Australians play a more free-flow game of lacrosse, and we're more run and gun, where they're more structured, I feel like, because here in America you obviously have a lot more lacrosse players, so if you didn't have that structure it would be hard. So I find it really different converting.
I have friends, and they were like, hey, have you seen them play? Hey, let's go watch the game because this guy's playing. And next morning I'm training with that guy, and I'm like, did I really shake his hand? Did I really say hi to him? Did I really play him a ball in practice? And it's just you can see how different they are, how they behave on and off the field. it's just a different experience, and you learn a lot from them because like they're just too professional.
Watching the way the Europeans play versus the way Americans play. Like Americans play they pass the ball higher, set the ball higher and everything, and then Europeans keep it low and quick and so much faster than we are.
Just training with those guys, you learn so much things that it's not words that can explain, but you can explain on the field. You see how, like, for example, practice drills, like, you just are there present and you can see, like, for example, if this guy has the ball, it takes less than 1 second for him to get rid of it. And you're like, how did he see that? You know, and you're just like, wow, like, and like not, when you train with those guys, it's not that they're way better than you, it's just they know better than you.
I noticed how their defense, like they stayed lower and deeper in defense, and the middle back just tried to run everything down, which is what I usually try to do, but I would stay really shallow. And so now I like have it drilled in my head, okay, you're gonna stay deep and you're gonna run down every ball in your angles.
Just the different styles. So like the English, they're really fast and their stamina is amazing. Just like the quickness of people's hands, the way, I don't know, the way people interact, the way their offenses and defenses run, it's really different, but it helps you to be adaptable, and it helps you to become a better lacrosse player, I think, because you're faced against so many different opponents.
They all had unique experiences, such as being honored for their play, making friends for life, and achieving lifelong dreams.
Yeah, so rewarding. I was stoked. It's something that I've always wanted to achieve, so like I can't even explain how happy I was. But yeah, it makes me want to be better.
I'm really good friends with 3 of the girls still, and we talk almost every day.
In that first game, everyone was like, oh, well, not everyone, excuse me, the coach was like, hey, everybody on the bench, go to warm up. We're just warming up, 5 minutes in, and I see the coach like wearing a suit, you know, like intimidating. He's like, hey, Juan, come here, you're going in. And like my heart just went off, like I was like boom, boom, you know. And I went to the bench. Like I had this thing of not putting in my shin guards before the game until the game starts, and I couldn't put them in. Like I lasted like a couple seconds more because I was just so nervous that my hands were going everywhere. But like it's just experiences, and my heart was going so fast. And I knew that it was in television, my family was watching, my friends back home were watching, everyone was watching, and I was so proud when I entered that field. Like, it was amazing.